What's going on, everybody? I'm glad to be back. I've been away for a while, but you know, just living the life. You know, David, where'd you go? Um, don't worry about that. Don't ask questions. I'm just doing my thing. But I'm glad to be back, doing another video, and I'm gonna do my best to be consistent. But to get right to it, um, shout out to my substitute barber. He got me right for this today. But the question I wanted to bring forth today was, why are people not coming back to the church in person services post COVID? And I be sitting there during service, or watching a live stream, and I'm just like, why are people not coming back? I thought people would be more eager to come back, but that just hasn't been the case. People are more eager to do other things. Nothing wrong with that, but why are people not coming back um, to the churches, right? I'm usually not in front of the camera, but today I want to be in front of the camera and see how it goes. See how I feel. Give it to you raw today, no editing today. But you know, I'm more so speaking to the North American churches, and because the other countries I'm not necessarily there, but I know in terms of how their lifestyle is and how the government is and the laws are, every country is different, right? So it's hard to speak on what's going on there. But I know a lot of other countries, their churches are fine for the most part. Yes, maybe some churches might be um, a little behind in attendance, but for the most part, everything is back to normal. Sorry about that. I don't know who's calling, but we'll figure it out after. Anyways, but where was I? You know, a lot of other countries, um, you know, their laws are different. The government is different. Their lifestyle is different. Their money situations are different, right? So their approach to church might be a little different in North America, right? They might be even more hungry to come back to church, right? So it's hard to compare with North America and other countries. And why are people coming or not coming back to in-person services, right? And just to kick it off, I'm just kind of looking at the pros and cons of you know in person or live stream TV, radio, etc. Right? I'm not against or picking one side. I'm just kind of laying out the groundworks of what I'm able to observe, and what has people been talking about, what members see and like and dislike, and so forth. You know, at the end of the day, the leader can do what he wants, but it's still the members have some say in it, because if it's an empty um sanctuary, it, it's it's not really going anywhere, right? So you want the place packed, you want people there, you want people in attendance, live stream or TV, or in person, right? Right. So first off, um, you know, people were told not to come to the church during the pandemic, right? And it became a habit for almost two years, right? Listening to the leadership, listening to the government, and so forth. It's the law. We understand, but now it has become a habit over 2 years now. They had to cut out that habit and come back to the church, right? And a lot of folks became comfortable at home, and I don't blame them because it's easy to eat breakfast in your pajamas, lay in the bed, and still have service instead of, you know, using your gas, getting in the car, having to choose what clothing you gotta wear, and then go to the church, drive back home, right? It's a little bit more time, a little bit more difficult, even though it is necessary, right? So people got so comfortable they forgot how to go to church, right? Right, and I think this is why live stream is so important. If people don't necessarily want to come back to church right now, right? This is why live stream is important. TV, radio, however we can push the gospel out. Um, I think leaders gotta find a way to 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 know what works for their congregation or for their people. And people like conveniency, and people like to maybe have service, at a different time, not what time the church might have it, right? So if you can have service and it's posted on YouTube, and they can um, have service on their own at their own time, you know, it's also it's also convenient for people. And another pro thing about coming to church that you get to learn from others. It's just a whole different atmosphere. People thinking alike. Learning from others, and also you can motivate others, and you can be example for others. That it's hard to be an example when you're just sitting at home, right? But when people see certain things that you do on the inside, it can motivate them to be better people, right? Moving forward, right? Make sure you subscribe, tweet it, share this with your friends, share this with your leader, you know, all that, etc., etc. And also, I know, many people have, um, gave their life to the Lord. They got healed through live stream services, and I realized, you can use your faith anywhere. It doesn't have to be in the church. You can use your faith anywhere, and God can answer your prayer. And back in the day, Jesus did a lot of miracles outside the church, right? So if He can do it outside, we as well we can do it in this present time outside the church as well too. I truly believe, as long as you think, God can answer this prayer, right? Right, and also I think this might be the best time for churches to try different things, see what works, see what doesn't work, especially in this moment in time, and whatever works, stick with that, right? And also I know that Pastor Jamal Bryant had New Birth in Atlanta. One Sunday he would have a live stream, another Sunday he might be in person, so people can have both both worlds, and they can pick and choose, right? Instead of kind of bombarding everybody to come back all at once and be in person services, right? So I thought that was a really good idea, right? But he's just testing the waters and seeing how it goes for a couple months, and then make adjustments from there. All right, so just all I'm saying is, just kind of laying out the groundwork. See what works, see what doesn't work. See what the people like, see how they are more receptive um, to grasping things, how they hear things, their perspective on things as well too. So you can give them the best um, option or options to grasp the gospel, right? So it's just a little quick video for you guys. Um, you know, I'll be back. I'll be back soon. I'm not gonna give you an exact date, but I'll be back soon. Maybe in front of the camera, maybe behind the camera. You never know. But you know, I'm glad to be back. Sharing a little observations that I've seen in the last few months, year, and it's just something to think about. Especially for leaders in their church. You know, you know, especially when their church has been stagnant. What can they do differently? You know, what do the people really need? How are the people really gonna grasp the message that they're ready to give to the people? If it's in church, if it's not in church, if they're listening to it on the radio, if they're listening to it on the church YouTube channel, on Spotify, on their podcast, well, whatever works for the people, give it to them. All right, peace out. I'm out. Peace.